What happens to unpaid HOA fees during Chapter 13 discharge? If you are facing Chapter 13 bankruptcy, you might wonder what happens to unpaid Homeowners Association fees. This is an important topic for many homeowners. Let's break it down clearly. In a Chapter 13 bankruptcy, unpaid Homeowners Association fees that you owe before filing are usually treated as unsecured debts. This means that once you complete your repayment plan, those fees can be discharged. You will no longer be personally responsible for them. This gives you a fresh start after the bankruptcy case is successfully completed. However, things get a bit more complicated with fees that accumulate after you file for bankruptcy. These fees are known as post-petition fees. Under bankruptcy law, these fees are generally considered non-dischargeable personal debts. Since you continue to own the property during the Chapter 13 plan, you are still responsible for paying these ongoing fees. Recent court rulings have provided some clarity. For example, if you decide to surrender your property during the Chapter 13 process, post-petition fees can be discharged along with the plan. This means that even if the title of the property remains in your name, you will not be personally liable for those fees after the discharge. It is important to note that while your personal liability for these fees may be wiped out, the Homeowners Association's rights related to the property remains intact. If the Homeowners Association recorded a lien against your property before you filed for bankruptcy, that lien will still exist. They can enforce this lien to recover unpaid fees when the property is sold or foreclosed. In practical terms, here is what you need to know. Unpaid Homeowners Association fees that you owe before filing for bankruptcy are typically discharged as unsecured debts at the end of your Chapter 13 repayment plan. You must continue to pay any fees that accrue after filing unless you surrender the property and your plan specifically addresses those fees. If you surrender your property during the Chapter 13 plan, you should expect to pay ongoing Homeowners Association fees until the property is sold or foreclosed. However, you will not be personally liable for those fees after your discharge. This structure balances your fresh start with the Homeowners Association's right to collect assessments through liens. It is essential to keep paying post-petition fees during your Chapter 13 plan unless your plan specifically addresses surrender and discharge of those fees. Not paying these fees can lead to actions from the Homeowners Association, such as liens or foreclosure on the property, which are separate from your personal liability.